Hi and welcome back to my channel. Sorry about the guy next door vacuuming or whatever he's doing, making a lot of noise. Anyway, today what I want to do is show you my little craft nook. After travelling around Australia and living in our van, at the moment we're living in a cabin and my husband's working on the border pass between Victoria and New South Wales, and we're in a little cabin, but I just wanted to show you my setup. I've got one of these trolleys with all sorts of bits and pieces on it. Now I'm hoping, fingers crossed, but I'm not holding my breath, that it may be able to fit in our new van that we're doing up. So anyway, so I've got pencils and just different tools up on here, and glue and washi tape and string, and this little section in here is just my little junk journal section that I've got together, and I've got some of the books from the tip shop that I found. I've got my yarn here. I'm still doing bits of yarn things for my daughter and their new baby, and I've got some cardstock in here. I bought this when we got here, and I'm currently learning how to use it. It's a bit scary, but so yeah, trying to figure out all the computer stuff that goes with it. Anyway, that's my laptop. I've got a YouTube video loading at the moment. And my little daily bread thing. In this little vintage sewing basket, I've got some bits of lace and doilies and stuff that I've either found at the op shop or my daughter gave me. This is a little sewing box, tabletop sewing box. These are my photo props up here, things like that I take photos with. And this box here folds out like this, as you probably know. And when we bought it in Albany in Western Australia, and it was just full of whoever owned it previously, it was still full of their stuff, and it was quite interesting to go through it, seeing what people poke away, to keep for their sewing things. But I just love it. It's beautiful, and I just keep that there. I've got other little things stored in it. I went through it the other day and cleaned it out, and I've only just actually unpacked things from when they were packed away in the camper. That's the video that's going up at the moment. Beautiful candle that my son gave me before he left. It just smells so nice. To Moscow. Oh, hopefully one day he'll come home from Moscow. Okay, on the table here I've got my Baron that my friend made for me. I'll just grab my chair. And these shelves, they're just shelves that you can buy. I think I got them from Kmart, and they're for your pantry. And also I've done is cable tie them here and here, and just made some really cheap shelving for my stuff. This little mini cutter I got here for a few bucks on Marketplace. I don't have many dies. I ordered a few off AliExpress. Yeah, and I like to keep this little cutter. It's an eyelet mat, but I like to keep it around because when I cut things, if I'm working on like a surface that you can't cut on, I just bring this in and do my cutting on a little piece, and then you can put it away. Got my stamping scrub thing here. I bought some really cheap stamp cleaner from a cheap shop. Anything here? Oh, that's just a makeup brush. I just like to brush things off with that. I think I got it for free somewhere. And I always keep my little water brush handy, fine tip marker, pencil, and a ruler. That took me ages to get that from China. Is one of these squares. They don't sell them anywhere. We were out Finley, and I went into an old newsagent there, and I said, "Oh, you don't have any what do you call them? Square rulers or whatever," and he just looked at me like I was from a different century, and he says, "Oh, it's been 25 years since someone's asked me for one of them." So look, come on, Australia, make these again. Officeworks has got huge ones for like $30. Oh gosh. Okay, I've got a little card here to help me with my gluing. I've got my stamp press there and some little bits and pieces in those things, just of things that I've been making. Up here I've put all my glue. The whole crafting thing has just changed so much. One day I will tell you about why I took that big break, but not at the moment. I don't feel like talking about that. But since I've taken that break from YouTube and crafting, everyone puts all their little glues in these bottles, which is good because they're cheap and they do a nice fine job. But see, I just noticed so much had changed. My colour wheel, I've got a nice little pencil colour from Prismacolor for my Prisma pencils. There's some stickles and some, I just got just a real limited supply of embossing powder, just white, gold, and I think that one was clear. I like to put the date on things when I make things, so that's my little date stamp. My just a little craft knife and a picker-upper thingy. Just really basic things. My Montmartre eraser, this pencil that I showed you in the last video. Gosh, I still can't read what it says. Aqua label, something like that it says. I picked this up just for a few bucks on Marketplace, local Marketplace as well. It's a corner rounder. These up here, I ordered these on eBay, just a pack of sponge daubers. I didn't have them before, and I thought, well, I'll get a pack. And what I did was, because I sold most of my really big Stampin' Up! Pads before we left, and so what I did when we got back, because I didn't have all the inkers or anything like that, I just had the big pads, so I sold most of them. I've kept a few in storage, but not many. And what I did when I got back was I just bought a selection of the re-inkers in the colours that I thought I would use the most, which are there. There's a few colours I still want to get. And what I did was I got a pack of, from Stampin' Up! As well, I got a pack of these little pads that were blank, and I've just gone and inked my own little stamp pads, labelled the colour on the back. I labelled the colour on the side so I could sit them up there and see what colours are up there, and then I just put a piece of tape just so they've got a little swing door, because the doors kept falling off them, all the lids. And yeah, that's what I've done. These inks are going to last me forever, so I thought that was the most budget way that I could get some good inks back in the colours that I liked. So that's my colour palette, and I made that up as well, which the lids just come off, oops, like that, and they just stick onto the, you've all seen them, they stick onto the end of the dauber. Right, I didn't have these sorts of things either before when I was crafting, so that's been really handy. I also got some 6 or 7 of these really nice sponges, what do you call them, ink sponging things from AliExpress, and just put them in colour families. I've got different stamps here, from a lot of them are from AliExpress, And over here I've got rubber that I haven't carved, and that's like heat resistant and whatever mat. If I want to do some hot gluing on, that's also a silicone mat that I put down when I do use the hot glue gun. I've also got some laminating pouches in there as well. Up here I've got my this is a light tracing pad. It just goes in with a USB cord, and I can trace on that. I've got my oil pastels, my Prisma colour pencils, just a set of fine markers. All my paintbrushes are in here, markers and chalk pastels. Here I've just got packs of paper and scrap in that one, tea-dyed stuff, watercolour pads down there. That's the book page that I've been using. Another book that I gutted. I've just been getting some papers together and doing things on it. This my acrylic block that I found at the auction. That was a really cool find, that. And I've just got basic, real basic cardstock. It's just creams, white creams, and the craft colour. I've got black tracing paper and black up there, as well as the craft. Just a little scissor pack I got off Marketplace as well, which I was after this one, the stamp one, and come across that for only a few bucks. So, you know, it pays to look on Marketplace. I usually have a pad sitting around that I do things on. And there's my cutter. I've got a book on the go here for my daughter. These Bluetooth earphones that my son gave me before he went to Moscow. They are really handy at the moment, because when Dave's asleep during the day, I put them on and use them. This is just my papers that are just normal copy paper. I bought recycled paper first up, and it didn't work with the tea dyeing, so make sure you get a good quality one of that. This is my Inspire Bible. It's one of those Bibles where you can colour in things, and as you go along. I coloured this page when we were in quarantine, when we come back from Tassie. That was Dave's little spirograph thing that he did. And I've just got different things in there. There's I think that Ben gave me that when we were, you can hardly see it now. It was a visitor's badge thing from one of the schools he was in England. And there's a picture of us in Venice. Yeah, I think I coloured that one in. Yeah, Christmas Day in Ireland is when we went to Europe with the family. And yeah, so I like to do that. I think I coloured that one in Esperance in Western Australia, and that's why the leaf is in there. And it's taken me a little bit but to get used to. Like, I don't like to cover up the words in the Bible, so when I do something on here, I make sure I can still read behind it. I like that. And yeah, it just keeps me inspired. And I've got a lot in here that I still haven't done. But hey, it's a fun way to read the Bible. Here's another one that I drew over. That was when we were having earth tremors up home. Yeah. 2018. Wow. So yeah, that's my Inspire Bible. There's another one there. So I keep that handy with my pencils, and keep my computer there, and that's about me, I think. Yeah, so look, I hope you've enjoyed having a little look at my little craft book, and get a few little ideas. This piece of foam here I found at the op shop for like I think it's about 20 cents or 10 cents, and it's one of those loom things, you know, but I just cut it down to fit in there somewhere, and I can use the pokey tool, you know the awl, if I'm doing book pages or whatever that I don't want to damage this surface. And actually I'm going to get my friend to put these on a wooden handle for me. That'd be cool. And and one of my last tips is, I'll just put these back up here, is when I'm working on my surface, I've got my work surface over here like this, and then when I want to take a photo of my cards, I flip it over, and I've put some vinyl that's a wood grain look on the back of my craft mat, just to save space, and I know that wherever I go I can put my card down like that, put my little decorations next to it, take a photo, and I'm good to go. So that is a very handy little tip for me, or it's a great tip that I've found that works for me or anyone with limited space, or if you have to pack up and move your gear somewhere else. This here is a new addition to my little craft space. We found this little retro sewing table on Marketplace, and it's so cool. It just folds down like a small ironing board, and got this tiny little sewing machine from Spotlight just to do basic things, and it'll fit in our camper as well. It's got low voltage and all that sort of stuff, so yeah, pretty cool little addition. I hope you've enjoyed that. If you've seen anything that you want to ask a question about, leave a comment below, and I hope you've enjoyed my little tour, and I will catch you next time. Oh, don't forget to subscribe and press that notification bell button, and thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye.